I was rapping at 11 years old.
Right.
I was in ciphers 12, 13 years old. Never can a motherfucker go, I remember when he first started. No, the fuck you didn't, because I came to Jersey rapping.
Who came to the party? Alright, now shut up.
So giving y'all a heads up with my whole new thing, and you guys, a lot of you know already what I'm doing, is I'm bringing it to people, to their cribs. Sometimes it's with scheduling and families and lives and work, whatever, it's hard to just meet up at a designated place. So what I did was I said, I'm just gonna come to your crib. We're gonna meet up and do it this way. And then people are more comfortable in their own crib, you know, for the most part anyway. So it's working, because I got a couple of these under my belt now, and it's moving pretty good. So, but this is my cousin right here, Righteous, Mars Hall.
Peace.
So a red banging Jersey head.
They say the teamwork makes the dream work, but what good is a team if they don't do any research? It's like random sayings sprawled across the t-shirt. You don't get the explanation to your nations in the rebirth. Revolution that lies, I guess I'll start with me first. Institution that lies in our eyes, that's what we heard. It's like $1 million painting that's imported. It's hard to see the details when your vision is distorted. Now I can tell you that you're kings and queens, but if you don't believe it yourself, it don't mean a thing. They want us to think we all different, so they plant swine in the minds of our infants. I say that I'm Spanish, he say that he Haitian, he African, and he said he Jamaican. Perfect example of divide and conquer. Then lock me up in chains and say I am a monster.
Dang.
No doubt in my mind that I'm nice as fuck. But when a motherfuckers ask to support me, it's, I don't know, man. My cousin be rapping. My brother be rapping, y'all. And that would be the problem. That be the problem. You don't want a motherfucker support your shit. Do you know that video for my sound that IG made for me? Mm-hmm. We put that shit on YouTube. That shit hit 620 views in like a week. Ask me how many motherfuckers liked it.
Right. How many?
About 25 motherfuckers.
Right.
Out of 620.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Motherfuckers hate motherfuckers just hate the support. I don't know, I mean.
Oh, I know.
I stopped even giving a fuck. The same way that you like to do all of this shit for fun and for your pure enjoyment. For your pure enjoyment. I do it because of that.
Right. And I got you on, I'm recording all you right now.
Okay, yeah. So I do it. I do it because I like to do it. You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
That's just how. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Ever since I started doing music, right? I started rapping probably at like 10 or 11 years old. The shit started like me doing little roses of red, bottles of blue ass shit when I used to give my mother little Mother's Day cards and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And I would always throw a little extra in there. So instead of your regular little roses of red, violets of blue, you know, whatever, I love you, I throw some extra shit. I freestyle some shit.
That's what's up.
And I started like that, and then I want to say maybe Kumo D. The first time I saw Kumo D, I don't know what the fuck it was. It was during the time when he was beefing with motherfucking LL. And the thing is, LL was tearing his ass up, but for some strange reason, I was rooting for the underdog. Mm-hmm. So Kumo D and the fucking glasses and shit. At that moment in time, that's what I wanted to do.
That's what's up.
That's what I wanted to do. So I started rapping, and back then, that's when motherfuckers used to have the cassettes. You had the cassette tapes or whatever. You might have a dual cassette layout. And my beatboxing skills was, but they was decent enough that I can, do a little bit of beatbox. So I would record myself beatboxing, and then I'll play the shit back and rap over my own beatboxing.
So you use your own backup?
No bullshit. I was like 12. I was maybe 11 or 12. I did like 7 songs like that. I had a full demo of shit. At like 11. It was like 6 songs. And that's when I was living in VA. That was before I even stepped foot in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I ended up in Jersey because you know what I'm saying, my dad was born and raised in Red Bank, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I got a lot of family here, but there's a lot of family that I really didn't lock in with because I didn't really grow up here.
Right.
You know? So it was only family that I found out later that was my family. You know? But when I came here, I was already rapping. I was already a seasoned MC.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying? I was already a seasoned MC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is. What it is about my family. Like my dad never really gave me his backstory. I never really got a backstory from my dad. You know what I'm saying? You know, usually people, you know, you could tell a story or you know a story on, you know, who your dad really is and how was he growing up. My dad never really gave me no fucking stories of
what was happening.
Yeah, like he never really told me no shit. You know? And then my Uncle Sam was really never along, and that's how we peoples and shit, because you're Vanessa and my Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
They never even really, like, I never really got no stories from them. You know?
Yeah. But you was able to make, through music, stories.
Yeah.
I never forget when I was in Long Branch, when I was out here, and we was rapping out in front of my crib, and you said broke a nigga down to his speedos out in front of Guido's. Oh my God!
Wow!
And I still have it on tape. I got videos of everything, pretty much everything I've ever done my whole life. I got hundreds and hundreds of tapes and mini discs and all that stuff.
Oh wow! You most definitely gotta let me hear that.
So yeah, I gotta find that.
You gotta
I gotta find the player for that. But yeah,
you gotta understand that back in them days, I'm 14 years clean now. So you gotta understand that during them days, I was never a regular drinker. You know what I'm saying? Nate, you know how sometimes a motherfucker go, they're a sociable drinker.
Mm-hmm.
I drink to get drunk. Goddamn it, that was my thing. So half of the shit that you probably remember, I damn sure don't remember. Yeah. Even though I had the mind for rap that I never really wrote raps down. Like that was always my niche. I never really wrote anything down. I would like the same way that you would memorize your favorite song.
Right.
That's how I would do my music. So me doing my shit over and over in my head is how I actually used to, you know, do my music. And I guess it's because ever since I started doing music, I always felt that the music needed to be performed.
Right.
So even when I'm prepping something and I know that I'm eventually going to go to the studio and lay it, I still prep it as if in sometime in the near future that would be performed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it ain't like you can pull out your phone or pull out your notebook while you performing,
right.
And you know what I'm saying? Because that damn sure ain't gonna hit off at the concert. You know what I'm saying?
That.
So I always, you know, learned my music like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers always used to say, like, how in the fuck do you do that? And I think that I just had, like, the mind of an elephant. I can, you know, I've had 30, maybe 40 songs in my head. Yo, I did a talent show in high school. That shit had to be like 90. It's my freshman year. So what year was that?
91?
91.
No, 90.
It might have been like 90, 91. It wasn't even freshman year, it was sophomore year. It was about 8 MCs, you know, and them MCs know who they are. That shit was 30 years ago. I still remember that rap.
Yeah.
I still remember that goddamn rap.
You wanna hit it for him?
Oh, this old school.
That's old school.
It's old school.
It's old school.
The whole genre of the whole talent show was supposed to be, the name of the song was called I Write Rhymes. So when you were supposed to begin your rhyme and end your rhyme with I Write Rhymes.
Got you, yeah.
So when you come off, you and the last person are saying it together. Mm-hmm. So when he's ending his with I Write Rhymes, you're beginning yours with I Write Rhymes.
Got it.
All right?
Yep.
I write rhymes designed for a smooth verse MCs are froze by the trolls as I grew first. I'm the rap soloist. Take a whole bowl of this. Generating more power than a solar disc. You can't hang, son. I just banged one. Rhyme in your head, I ring 10 and you ring none. My rhymes are hit, yo. I bust that lip, so you better step or better yet just tiptoe. Cause you better be quiet on my premises. This is a battle, my boy, I'm winning this. I'm a scientist. Best believe I experiment. I'm chewing up MCs like spearmint. You want a battle, but there's much more here. I'm more dangerous than chemical warfare. You done got burnt cause it can't stand God's heat. As I can correct with respect off a heartbeat. I play MCs, but I play no sports. I just burn them out like a blowtorch. MCs are free, so you might as well back up. Points that I rack up. MCs get tacked up like a poster child, a roaster child. You're stepping up the battle, but you lost the style. So don't even step up if you can't do. A funkus of rhyme cause you lose and get slammed too. I can correct in this cipher my cipher. And I'm much hyper. And I just wipe her. MC like Windex. Get info like an index. And I don't care if it's her or him next. Cause I drink MCs like Snapple. And I drop signs like Newton dropped the apple. But this ain't gravity. You won't last with me. I'm your majesty. Our capacity. Beyond belief, I give you relief. Like Tylenol. Bear or Excedrin. I'm much better than any rap veteran. You got heart, man. But don't even start, man. I beat an MC down and then do the bark, man. I write rhymes.
I love it, yo. That's what I'm talking about. That's bars right there.
And I wrote that. I was 16. I think I was 16 when I wrote that. I don't know, yeah, maybe like 16, 17. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. We gotta fix something here. Hold on one second. Since we was kids, his bars were just above. It didn't matter what anybody else was doing from the area. He was just above. Like it just never mattered. Any song that he was on, he was just the artist above. And not that anybody else was just whack. It was just, he was just above. And that little taste test he just dropped right there.
I wrote that 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? 30 years ago. And the sad thing is nowadays music has become so watered down that it's almost like that craft of actually being lyrical kind of changed in a lot of people's eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Even I have discussions with my son. You know what I'm saying? My son 23 years old. You know what I'm saying? He be doing music as well. And we go back and forth all the time because he's like, yo, Dad, like sometimes people just don't want to listen to bars.
Right.
And I'm like, I get it. I'm sure that that everything is saturated and people have very, very short attention spans. But I do music because I like to do music. I still originated. I still rap the same way that I've always rapped. If it goes over your head, it just goes over your head. Then obviously it's just not for you.
It ain't for you. That's exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But for one person that don't like your shit, it's 10 other motherfuckers that's willing to be like, yo, that shit is hot. Like, You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's just like when we was discussing earlier about the whole support thing. You know what I'm saying? I always felt that it's just so hard for motherfuckers to support other motherfuckers, man. That's just like, and it's weird because a motherfucker can know you nice as hell. You know what I'm saying? And they just refuse, like it's just something in their throat or something that's just like hindering them from like saying, yo, your shit is hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I always felt like that. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like that. And that's probably why I always like musically, when I get on that track, if it sounds like I got a chip on my shoulder, it's probably because I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I learned a long time ago that my style, I call my style battle rap. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because if it sounds like I'm talking about you, well then I am. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everybody is trying to showcase their talent. That's what rapping was originally put out there for. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. If you had the craft of being able to rhyme and put words together and wordsmith words, then you're just trying to prove that you're nicer than those that's coming before or after you. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I most definitely can hold my own in any type of specific cipher. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And like I said, I've been doing it for so long that it's ridiculous. I was talking to one of I was talking to one of my high school friends like recently. And I'm talking recently like, like last week. I had a class. Might have been, was it social studies? It might have been either English or social studies. Whatever it was, we was talking about the Holocaust. Mm-hmm. And matter of fact, we had just read Diary of Anne Frank.
Okay.
All right? And I think we had to write an essay, or you had to do a project. You had to do something that went according to Diary of Anne Frank.
Gotcha.
So everybody, was over here talking about they was gonna make this. People said they was gonna do that. People was gonna. So I asked the teacher. I said, "Yo, can I make a rap?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "I want to do a rap. I'm gonna do a full rap about Diary of Anne Frank." She was like, "You want to do that?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "All right, okay. I'll give you a week. I'll give you a week to do it." I said, "A week?" I said, "Give me 20 minutes." She said, "What?" I said, "Give me 20 minutes." I went to the back of the class and I wrote a full joint. Full joint. So I went, I had one of my peoples that was the beatboxer. I had two beatboxers, yo. Divine Energetic. Mm-hmm. Philip Dots was my like that was my go-to. Like if he was with me and you caught me somewhere, I hit the beat. You know what I'm saying? Hit the beat. And I was gonna tear somebody's ass up. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I had him and Power Master Divine used to beatbox too. So I don't know which one. Both of them was in the class at that time. So I don't know which one did the beatbox, but one did the beatbox. Mm-hmm. One held the book up of Diary of Anne Frank. Just held it up. The other one, who was it? Was it Inf? It might have been Inf.
Okay.
He just stood there like he was security. I think he had a pair of shades on or whatever. Yo, we performed that joint in front of the whole class.
Was it Miss Maxwell?
And we got an A. I got everybody an A for that shit.
That's what's up.
I got everybody an A.
That's what's up.
They even and I think we actually went to another class and performed it for them as well.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just got, I got a niche for music. I love it. It's always been my thing. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, I just do this shit for fun. I mean, it ain't really that serious. You know what I'm saying? Right. I work a 9 to 5. I'm living my best life right now. You know what I'm saying? And I do it because I like it. I do it because I still love it. It's funny that the apple don't fall too far from the tree, because like I said, my son actually does it, and we actually like working on some stuff together. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's good.
And like right now in life, you know what I'm saying, it's crazy because there was when my son was born, so many years ago, I would always think about this specific time, like being able to hang out with my son. Like, will I even be at an age that I'm still like relevant enough to hang out, or am I gonna be the old khaki wearing motherfucker with his pants pulled up to his stomach? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I guess just being involved in hip hop, that'll never be me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna probably be that 60-year-old dude with the goddamn snapback.
Still chilling like
you know what I'm saying?
Have shoes and a hat, got a
match.
You
know what I'm saying?
It's a Jersey thing,
And even then, musically, if a motherfucker want to get in a ring with me,
hey, we ain't losing 30 years so far, so it's not,
Yeah. So I do this shit, like I said, I do it for fun. I still love it. I still go to the studio, not as faithfully as I used to.
Right.
But I still go and give it the same energy that I gave it 25 years ago.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? I never lost the oomph to go to the studio.
Right.
And I always see it as a challenge. If a motherfucker go, yo, I need you on this song, and I want you to rap about this,
right,
I'm specifically gonna rap about that. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know, it's because maybe the clarity that I see just in life now. I just got an tired of them young boys. Go and get him, old head. So I'ma run down on boy like I got 4 legs and drop kick the little motherfucker off his moped. He was broadcasting on his live, now he's so dead. He only got a couple of likes, he ain't got no cred. You think that his man and girl caring the most. Put a pole through them both, now they sharing the post. I ain't beat for these rap cats, I'm Thanos when I clap back. You'll disappear from this talk, that's a real Snapchat. I don't know how hate look, you'll die from a straight hook. Catch you in that library, hit you with that Facebook. You talk about your Instagram, used to have those Instagrams, got big, to sell it like a vision plan. And I'ma run over this thing like I got new shoes. Your head through a flat screen, now you a YouTube.
Still got them bars, baby.
I mean, like I said earlier, I've been drinking over 14 years. So I'm clean and sober. You know what I'm saying? I recently went vegan. So I've been vegetarian over a year. I've been vegan for, I don't know, maybe about 6 months now. And I don't know if it's that, but the clarity that I have in just like my focus is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
I can't do I did the vegetarian thing for about 6 months, like 20 years ago. It was terrible. It was well, back then they didn't have a lot of stuff. It was like Morningstar burgers and mushroom caps.
Yeah.
It was like pretty much all they had. It was like,
Morningstar lit now.
yeah, all I see now.
Morningstar is lit.
You eat it and be like, man, what was that?
They are
Was
lit
it real
now.
buffalo wings?
Yeah, they doing chicken nuggets. They doing sausage, breakfast sausage. Like they serious with it now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't miss it. I don't miss meat. But my thing is, I suggest that everybody at least attempt to try to do it, but I don't promote it on a you must type of deal.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's to each his own. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what works for me might not work for you.
Right.
I'm just a trial and error type of person. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot, and if the shit works, then I'm gonna go for it.
That's it.
Okay? So it's it's a no-brainer. I was 200 and something pounds. I went vegetarian, lost like 25 pounds, and I didn't even do it on purpose. The crazy thing is I only went vegetarian because I read somewhere that it adds some years to your lifespan. I was scared to die.
Yeah, that's a good enough reason.
I was scared to die. You know what I'm saying? I got family members that have passed away from complications of ailments that easily probably could have been fixed by proper eating.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I got scared. I was coming up on a specific age that hit home. You know what I'm saying? That hit home because my sister passed away. Complications of diabetes. She was only like 46 years old.
Yep.
So that's scary. You know what I'm saying? I was coming up on them ages and I'm like, shh. You know what I'm saying? Like that's scary right there. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't do it for the purposes of trying to lose weight, but that it just happened. You know what I'm saying? It happened. So I dropped that weight, and then I want to say somewhere around when Nip passed away. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I never really like listened to Nip like that. I probably heard a song or two, but I wasn't really like, deep into the marathon like everybody was. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But the thing was, my son was.
Okay.
And he was actually distraught about the situation. Right. So me and him had a talk. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, because like I said, clarity is where I'm at in this day and time. And I told my son that a lot of people pass away. Whether you know the person, whether you don't know them. I said, in this world, you're only promised 2 things in life. You're born, you die. Those are the only 2 guarantees that exist.
Right. That's true.
But the only thing that matters is what mark do you leave here between those 2 times.
Yeah.
Between them 2 points. What mark do you leave? You understand what I'm saying? Because you only good as your memory, my dude. You only good as the memory that you leave here.
It's gonna be a first for me. So I've seen the commercials, I've seen all that stuff, but not when it.
No, what's funny is the commercial, the motherfuckers drinking it, he's driving, he drinking and driving.
Yeah, that commercial's pretty funny. Let's see what we got here.
And I know you're a beer connoisseur.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie. All right, this ain't too bad.
She tastes just like
It tastes like a Heineken without the DUI. I'm not gonna joke. I'm not lying. It's not bad. This is not bad at all. It actually tastes better than Heineken Light. I can't drink Heineken Light. This tastes better than Heineken Light, and there ain't nothing in it.
Yeah. So I usually
Look at that again. Boom.
sometimes I drink those, you know what I'm saying, on a social setting type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I have been a drinker, I stopped doing the whole AA thing because I started feeling like that shit make me want to relapse.
Okay.
Like sitting around hearing old war stories and you know what I'm saying? I know it's anonymous, you know what I'm saying? I get it, but it's just way too much going on that I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I started feeling like that was driving me to where I didn't want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. We'll definitely want to keep you around on this planet for as long as you need to be here.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to.
So you got some projects, you got some music.
Yeah, I got some music. I recently I had a little mixtape that I was working on, 120 the mixtape. It was supposed to be 10 songs. 9 of the 10 songs are already laid, and it flowed oh so smoothly. Maybe because it was just me doing most of the shit. But then the last goddamn song, that's the problem. And the problem is because I want 7 MCs on it. So it's almost like The Chase.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Again, I talked about promotion and actually supporting. Not even promotion, supporting. And a motherfucker tell you like, yeah, I'm down.
Well, you got me if you need somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
In the clubs and bars, I can get you in, you know. So you got to end.
I most definitely like I've always been a person that I most definitely practice what I preach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if I tell a motherfucker I'm gonna do something, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna do it.
Right.
If that 10th time I didn't do it, it was because it was a real problem. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
That's just like tonight. I totally forgot that we was meeting up tonight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I was sitting in this motherfucker doing nothing all day today, like just straight bullshitting. And last minute I was like, you know what? I really need to go wash these goddamn clothes. I'm bullshitting. I gotta go wash these clothes. So it just so happened when you text me, I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot that you know what I'm saying? But luckily the timing did still, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because like I said, I ain't want the bullshit. I told you, you know what I'm saying? You said you got some, you know, you had some gigs, you had some things you had to do, so I was on your time. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to, you know.
I appreciate you being ready. You know, you set up a time and you pulled through. I came through. We were able to do it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people, like, and I try to set up stuff with mad people. Yeah, let's do this, let's do this. Oh, yeah, you know, oh, man, there's always an issue. But that's why, instead of trying to meet at places, I'll come to you. Find a time that works, and then we just sit back, chill, and get a vibe, and then make things happen. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, if somebody told me, yo, 5 o'clock tomorrow, we like, yo, I got 2 careers, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way we'll be doing the same rat race and chase, trying to figure out where we need to be.
I've always tried to promote, I mean, people talk that I'm real shit. And I guess everybody got their own definitions of being real.
Yeah.
I just always felt that my word is my bond, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, we back. So these actually go down pretty damn smooth, I must say. We done drank them all. I may have to load up on those for the weekdays.
No, you like the real shit. You like the real shit.
But I can't lie, it's not bad. It actually, if you didn't tell me, I would have just drank it. And if you'd have gave the bottle to me like this, well, I didn't see the logo, it looked official.
Nah, but what's funny as hell is I bring like a 6-pack of this or whatever where I'm going. Like a motherfucker might have like a party or whatever, get together, and I bring my shit. Last time I brought a 6-pack, a motherfucker was like, I drank like 2 of these, and they said, yo, why you looking like you tipsy? You know what I'm saying? Like, and they had to grab it like, you know what I'm saying? They had to double check that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
So not for nothing, these are actually worth it.
Yeah, it was just decent. It was just decent. But yeah, man, so, I don't know, maybe, that old Sebi shit gave me some clarity. You know, I've always been a person that illuminate positivity. That's always been my thing.
Yeah.
Even when I'm doing negative shit sometimes. I just feel that sometimes in life, man, you get to a point that it takes way too much energy to be negative.
Yeah.
And a motherfucker don't even realize that while they're being negative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I just feel that there is a plus in every negative situation.
Right. Yeah.
Like I've always, you know, I don't even know if I've always been, but I know that recently and lately, I look at life like just so, like life is just so positive. You know what I'm saying? And even when you try to throw negative my way, I can find positive within it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker would have punched me in my face right now, probably a reason for it. And that's how I look at it.
Right.
I won't look at it like, yo, this motherfucker, oh my fucking... Why did he do that?
Yep.
Why did he do it?
Teach you how to duck.
And maybe, most definitely teach you how to duck.
I teach you how to duck.
Or maybe we could discuss
Yep.
why we did that. Why he do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I was telling you earlier that a lot of people live their lives, they die, never knowing what their purpose is in life. And when I mean purpose, it's more than just your job, or more than just you being a parent, or you being a son, or you being a brother, or you being, you know, the best cousin ever. I'm talking about an actual purpose in life, you know? And I feel like my purpose is to give a spark of positive energy to every single person that I come in contact with. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A baby, an old ass person, like whatever. You walk away with something. Like you think about, like you walk away from the conversation and be like, you know what? He's right. Or maybe he's wrong. But at least you thought about it.
Right.
Just for that moment. And maybe it sparked you to do something that you've been planning on. Something that you might have been on the fence about.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not promised tomorrow. You're really not.
Ain't nobody promised tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's promised that. But you know, that's how I live my life. I mean, of course, there's always gonna be negative motherfuckers that's always gonna just be on that opposite side. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Always. That's and they just keep being bred too. They just keep coming. Generations of families is like that too.
Yeah. And that shit don't really, you know. I tell my daughter all the time that when she's here, that we only promote the 3 P's. That's what I tell her. We promote the 3 P's when you in my house. And that's positivity, that's peace, and that's prosperity.
Got that.
That's all that goes down here. You understand what I'm saying? It takes way too much energy to be negative than it is to be positive. And there's always a positive in something. Unless like somebody like passed away or something like that. And ain't nothing you can really do about that. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But every situation could be, you know, turned around with a little bit of positivity. You know what I'm saying?
The first of the month is coming. Rent is due. You short. You have to find a way to get that money.
Yep.
Because being negative about it or sitting in the goddamn corner crying about it.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Money gonna come any faster doing that.
Yeah, that shit is never gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's never gonna be the answer. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And sometimes, I mean, it's good to get a cry out, man. Sometimes it be like that. But at the end of the day, that ain't gonna fix no problems.
Okay, alright. There's a war going on outside, nowhere to safe from.
As the world turns, you better get your move on. Sturdy foundation and make sure the youth strong. War at the crack of dawn, so put your boots on. Storm gon' come and blow, then your roof gone. As the world turns, you better get your move on. Sturdy foundation and make sure the youth strong. War at the crack of dawn, so put your boots on. Storm gon' come and blow, then your roof gone. Positive education always cause elevation. Why you celebrating when you watch them sell the nation? You tell me to be patient, to put me under the jail, lock me in the cell till I fell in the basement. Tell me what I'm facing, 25 to life, now a bail that I'm chasing. Prosecutor twists his ring around. Do you hear the bells ringing now? Or do I have to explain the tales of a mason? Why the hell you pacing? Looking like a guy who's a spy that been trying to sell this information. You ask why yell and why I'm basing, trying to get my point across, why I'm lost in amazement. First you lock me up, and then you say I'm free. Then lock me back up, and throw away the key. It's like a slave mentality's the only way to be. But I'm not for sale, you ain't gotta pay for me, nope. As the world turns, you better get your move on. Sturdy foundation and make sure the youth strong. War at the crack of dawn, so put your boots on. Storm gon' come and blow, then your roof gone. As the world turns, you better get your move on. Sturdy foundation and make sure the youth strong. War at the crack of dawn, so put your boots on. Storm gon' come and blow, then your roof gone. I heard your president is building the wall for the Mexicans. So what you think he building for y'all? He don't wanna see you dance. You ever heard of FEMA camps? I bet he got a building for y'all. I'm tired of saying I don't hear no building from y'all. If y'all don't take a stand, I bet your children will fall. And if you're not a man, why you living it all? Foul government with no ref to give him a call. Trump coming buys the election, and you think he supposed to provide you protection. Are you really reading what's inside of the lessons? And say that we've been supposed to rise and dissect them. 6,000 years we gave the rule to earth. And what he do? Strip us of our jewels and worth. I know that it sounds real cruel and it hurts, but it's you and I versus the devil in this universe. As the world turns, you better get your move on. Sturdy foundation and make sure the youth strong. War at the crack of dawn, so put your boots on. Storm gon' come and blow, then your roof gone. As the world turns, you better get your move on. Sturdy foundation and make sure the youth strong. War at the crack of dawn, so put your boots on. Storm gon' come and blow, then your roof gone. How you find land with people on it, and look them in the face and say y'all equal on it, then turn around and say they illegal on it? Question, tell me what's a D with an evil on it? I hope that you ready for combat, and I really hope your train is on track, and you ready for that pain and contact, cause the battle is on and it's strong, black. To come in, kill the dad, get him on crack, then send the kid out in the world with the wrong map. Now he lost in the place where them bombs at, suffering the same affliction as Vietnam cats. So as the world turns, you better get your move on. Sturdy foundation and make sure the youth strong. War at the crack of dawn, put your boots on. Storm gon' come and blow, then your roof gone.
Alright, I'm gonna catch y'all later. This ends the N8than Speed Show with I Write, aka Mars Hall.
Peace. It was nice hanging out with you, man. We most definitely need to hang out a little bit more often. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I need to invite to all them parties and them videos. Yo.
I got you covered. I'm gonna keep you in the loop.
All right, do that.
Alright, fam. Catch y'all later. Peace.